mentioned that at 1,000 pesos per senior, if we do provide a 1,000 pesos social pension to each of the 7.5 million pesos, 7.95 million senior citizens, it would amount to a budgetary requirement of 92 billion pesos.
Bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Thank you sa pag-click ng aking video. Good day po sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Sa mga bagong viewers at napadaan lang, by the way, I'm Tita Eda. Welcome to my channel. Ang channel na maghahatid sa iyo ng dagdag kaalaman tungkol sa government services, bagong mga balita at informative videos na galing sa legit na resources. Mag-subscribe na para updated ka.
Is the Department of Finance. Well,
The DOF recognizes the objective of the proposal to further support our senior citizens. We pose, however, some reservations on the proposals, as these will require a substantial amount of budgetary allocation, which will just add a bit more further fiscal pressure on our budget to raise funds for the program. Nonetheless, we defer to the DBM, the budgetary requirements of the bill. We will also submit, Mr. Chair, our position on the proposals.
next is Department of Budget and Management.
My name is Nihal Abdul Ra'u from the DBM Budget Information Legislative Service. Based on our initial findings, we would like to note the provision in the other bills regarding undisbursed funds, where it provides that undisbursed funds shall be divided proportionally among the active beneficiaries in the last quarter of the year and shall not be reverted to the National Treasury. We would like to note, Mr. Chair, that based on Executive Order number 292 or the Administrative Code of 1987, it provides that after the end of the specified applicable validity period, all unreleased appropriations or unexpended or undisbursed fund shall be reverted to the unappropriated surplus of the general fund. That is also in accordance with the cash-based budgeting that the executive branch observes. Now, with regard to the budgetary requirement, Mr. Chair, we note that based on the census of population conducted by the Philippine Statistics Authority in calendar year 2015, it provides that there is a total population of 7,548,769 aged 60 years old and above, of which 3,835,066 are under the indigent bracket. Now, we understand that the bills propose that all senior citizens are covered, not only the indigent ones. Based on our conservative estimate, because our technical bureau is still studying the matter, if all senior citizens, given the 2015 census of population, will be provided with the proposed 1,000 senior citizen pension, the estimated budgetary requirement, Mr. Chair, is 92 billion plus. That is a conservative estimate, and that is yet to be final. We are yet to finalize that based on the study being conducted by our technical bureau, and that it also excludes the administrative cost of managing or administering the pension. And the administrative cost is usually 1.8% of the pension cost. So if well, in the other bills, the proposed amount is 2,500. If all senior citizens will be provided with the 2,500 pension, the conservative estimate at this point is 230 billion, Mr. Chair. Now, that amount is not, again, that amount is not yet final.
How much is your estimate?
The conservative estimate is 230 billion plus, Mr. Chair. And that is not yet final because our technical bureau is still studying the matter. That would be all, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, we would just like to clarify with DSWD. She mentioned that at 1,000 pesos per senior, if we do provide a 1,000 pesos social pension to each of the 7.5 million pesos, 7.95 million senior citizens, it would amount to a budgetary requirement of 92 billion pesos. So we just wanted to clarify with DBM whether that's an incremental addition of 92 billion pesos or that's the total budgetary requirement already.
DBM ba yun? Maybe call on the representative of DBM.
The 92 billion that I mentioned a while ago, Mr. Chair and Madam Honorable Congresswoman, that is our estimate, excluding the administrative cost. Now, perhaps the DSWD can clarify how did they come up with the 92 billion, but the 92 billion I mentioned excludes the administrative cost required in managing or administering the pension. So that is yet to increase, Madam Honorable Congresswoman.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Okay. Go ahead.
I guess I wanted to clarify my question. We do understand that the 92 billion pesos already still excludes the 1.8% administrative cost. However, I wanted to ask, because it was already mentioned that 3.8 million senior citizens are already receiving the social pension. So the 92 billion pesos that is being mentioned, is that the additional cost that would be incurred if we make the social pension universal, or that's already the total budgetary requirement covering all 7.5 million senior citizens? So I guess doing a quick math, right? So is it an additional cost of 92 billion pesos or roughly half, which is 46 billion pesos? To make the social pension universal?
Based on the data provided by our technical bureau, Mr. Chair, 46 billion is required in order to for the pension of 3,835,066 indigent senior citizens. Now we only multiply the 46 billion twice in order to get the target or estimate of 92 billion. That's how we got the 92 billion estimate. However, that is not yet final. So I believe we have to coordinate with the DSWD in order to clarify the matter, Mr. Chair and Honorable Congresswoman. Thank you.
That clarifies, it's not an additional cost of 92 billion pesos. Rather, it's only 46 billion pesos that would be required if we do implement this law. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
First, we would like to request our resource persons, particularly the Department of Finance and the Department of Budget and Management, to submit their official position paper on the matter, Mr. Chair. Because apparently, what we have right now is just a response from the DSWD. So for us as authors, we'll be properly guided with this measure, Mr. Chair. Secondly, Mr. Chair, I observe that the members of this committee, the authors are here in this committee meeting. And I would like to suggest and highly encourage our resource persons to be physically present so that we can have a fruitful discussion of these measures, Mr. Chairman. Napansin ko lang po kasi tayo-tayo lang po dito as lawmakers, tayo lang po yung mga present. And para maganda po ang discussion natin and for us to be enlightened of these measures, I highly encourage our resource persons to be physically present in the committee meetings to be called in the next meetings, Mr. Chairman.
If sa tingin mo, natulungan ka ng video ko na ito, nakasave ka sa oras mo, you can click yung thanks button at any amount ay malaking help sa pag-grow ng channel ko. Yun lang po muna ang aking update. Sana ay nakatulong na dagdag kaalaman ang aking shinare today. Ang goal ng aking channel ay mag-create ng awareness. Kung ganitong mga topic ang gusto mo, panoorin mo ang mga videos ko na ito. Thanks for watching! Kung may kapamilya, kaibigan o kakilala sa tingin mo ay magiging interesado sa video, please share or tag sila sa comment section. At syempre, if nagustuhan mo ang video, i-like mo na ito at subscribe ka na din. As always, feel free to write your questions, comments, and opinions respectfully. And continue to be a blessing and stay safe!